in Week 8. The Bengals won a thriller in their first game against...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Throwing on first down. Nash. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Harris.
The stop there by Jay Tufele. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Nash. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Nash. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow will throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Mixon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now?
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Dayo Odeyingbo
in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
Oh, twisting away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
And they go play action now. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, you know, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
He's going to walk one deep left side here. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw, because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nash. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Nash. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Nash. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the fumble recovery had set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On third down, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nash, he's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw again. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that will be caught, but out.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Good job, D. Good job.
So that challenge, a successful one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 17-14. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is Jakeem Grant.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to go up top again. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing again, it's Burrow. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Alex Highsmith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will tie things at 17 all. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man here is Gentry. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to throw again.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On 1st and 10, Nash. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Nash. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Off the play fake. Nash. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nash. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. He'll take it at the 42. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Deshaun Watson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Kirk Cousins sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals.
He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. These 2 teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, shoves him aside, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Harris. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Nash firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Nash.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Nash. Touchdown! Zach Gentry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football.
football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Yeah, this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, Mixon, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Burrow. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Third quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. The kick by Bass is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Nash. He gets this one to Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Nash. Oh, he stays up. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Bengals set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And some space here. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes Grant on the return.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And
Bengals on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup there.
From the 39, Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Boyd. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down and 8.
Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. So the completion good for 6 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. He completes it to Boyd.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A handoff to Mixon. A great move, couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Another try for Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. Burrow. The quick slant caught. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, he'll rifle this one deep right side.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Bass on for the extra point.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now out come the Steelers. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They run again with Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 30 seconds remaining. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. To throw, Burrow. Connecting with Mixon.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Throwing, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Burrow.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning way.